But that was his first video of him almost losing the plot. And I thought Tyson might get hold of that and say, look, Dad, pipe down now, just leave it, and that'll be the end of it. But he's carried on. And this morning he released another video.
Carl Froch is a bum, and he'll get what the little men get.
It's just a big fat mess. Nobody making noise. Nobody's really interested, but we have to respond because if the noise he makes gets attention because Tyson Fury is such a big name and he's making a comeback fight. So anyway, he said he don't want to fight.
The missus put a better fight than him. The missus has showed more balls than him, and she's a girl. They can't mess with this man. I'm the real deal, mate.
Breaking news in the boxing world has taken a deeply personal turn as Carl Froch publicly mocked John Fury over his fractured relationship with his son, Tyson Fury. What started as sharp criticism quickly escalated into a full-blown war of words.
Past my best with the camps, because no one's listening. And everybody's better at the job than me, so I'm letting him carry on.
So do you get reports from the camp? Do you get to...
No. He's in good hands with Sifu. I like Sifu. A gentleman of a man knows his stuff. A legend over in time.
With John Fury firing back a chilling warning. Your time will come too. The tension has transformed what was once private family strain into a highly public feud. John Fury recently opened up about a deeply...
Sure, he said he might not make it through the night. I said, let me see him before he died. So when they told me he was struggling, I was no stranger, but I said, let me see him before anything happens. And when I seen him, I went straight to the ICU thing, and his eyes lit up, and he put his fist up like that. I touched his little body, and he'd be full hand and covered his body, and I got the warmest feeling a man could ever have. The warmness.
Personal moment, recalling a time when Tyson was in critical condition and hospitalized in intensive care. According to John, he stood by his son's side during that frightening period, witnessing a moment that symbolized
Tyson Fury, Makvadov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone. He's probably looking about 18 and a half stone-ish, and he's in the gym. I don't think he ever really came out of the gym. He said he's been training twice a day since announcing his...
He described how Tyson's eyes lit up upon seeing him, even managing to raise a fist in response. For John, this memory represents the closeness they once shared, a stark contrast to the strained relationship now unfolding in public.
And don't forget, who built his story when he was a kid? He didn't build it himself, did he? Me, his father. And he hasn't showed me enough respect to say, you know what, my dad could be right.
Is that repairable, John, that relationship?
I don't.
Meanwhile, Carl Froch has not held back in his assessment of the situation. Known for his outspoken personality, Froch suggested that the fallout between John and Tyson was inevitable. He implied that cracks in their relationship had been visible for years.
I don't have people around me, never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have 1 million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends, I'm not interested in what the next man's got, I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing, don't care.
And that the current conflict is simply the result of long building tensions. However, his comments did not sit well with John Fury, who responded with clear frustration and defiance, making it evident that this feud is far...
If you can't show your father respect when it's needed, keep going. I don't need you. I don't need him and his millions. I need nothing off him. I wish him well, but he's put those people before me, his blood father. That's hurt me like you wouldn't believe. So, they can jog on.
Far from over. Amid the chaos, Tyson Fury himself has finally broken his silence. Rather than engaging directly in the back and forth, Tyson has taken a more measured approach. He explained that he prefers to keep his circle small and trusted, emphasizing that he is not interested in outside...
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
...opinions or distractions. For Tyson, the focus remains on his own journey, his own mindset, and his preparation for what lies ahead. His words suggest a desire to distance himself from the noise, even as the drama surrounding him continues to intensify. John Fury, however, continues to voice his grievances publicly. He has expressed deep frustration over what he perceives as a lack of respect from his son. John insists that he played a crucial role in building Tyson's early career, helping shape him into the fighter he is today.
Bollocks, a lot of it. Same squad, same bullshit.
You're not a part of this training camp, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I said, if you have him, that sugar, I'm no filter. I said, I'm gone.
But what is it about Sugar?
He's no good.
Tactically, technically?
He's useless. Everybody's been in the corner. He got beat. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. It's took a lot away from Tyson. Magmadov. This is a problem. I'm the first one to say it, because all them out there, they don't pay enough attention to detail, Spencer.
It's a high-risk fight for him, this, isn't it?
It's not what I'd have done. Look at Usyk. Usyk's saying, I'm 39-year-old, on an easy time. He's picked Rico Van Hooven.
Yeah.
Man's not a boxer. I'm getting well paid for Rico, keeping my name out there. It's an easy fight. Even if Tyson wins this, it's 12 rounds.
Despite this, he feels sidelined and unappreciated, leading him to question whether their relationship can ever truly be repaired. While he admits uncertainty about the future, his tone reflects a mixture of hurt, pride, and unresolved tension. Adding another layer to the narrative, former world champion Duke McKenzie weighed in on Tyson Fury's legacy. McKenzie suggested that while Tyson is undoubtedly a major figure in modern boxing, his record...
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore. And I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder
does not yet place him alongside all-time greats like Muhammad Ali. He pointed out that questions remain about the level of competition Tyson has consistently faced, leaving debates about his historical standing still open. This critique adds pressure at a time when Tyson is already dealing with personal and professional challenges. John Fury also directed criticism at Tyson's current team, claiming that the people around him are failing to provide the
in what John said, but obviously I suppose he's in a position where he knows his son, he probably knows the best version of him, and he's probably looking at him now and just feels that it isn't. I think all questions will be answered on the 11th of April, won't they? And we'll see what he's got.
Guidance he needs. He specifically questioned the effectiveness of certain trainers, suggesting that they are tactically and technically lacking. According to John, Tyson has not fully recovered from the toll of his trilogy with Deontay Wilder, and the lingering effects may impact his performance moving forward. He argued that taking on certain opponents at this stage of Tyson's career...
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator, you know, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest, you know. And I think like he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn.
Career introduces unnecessary risks, especially if those fights demand grueling, drawn-out battles. Journalist Liam Goff supported some of these concerns, noting that Tyson Fury will be returning after a significant layoff of 15 to 16 months. For a fighter known for his movement, timing, and technical precision, such a break could pose serious challenges. Goff emphasized that ring rust is a real...
He has been out of the ring for well over a year now. By the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just...
Factor, particularly for a boxer who relies heavily on sharpness and rhythm rather than sheer aggression. Heavyweight contender Fraser Clark also offered his perspective, acknowledging that John Fury's concerns likely come from a place of deep familiarity. Clark suggested that John understands Tyson's peak capabilities better than most and may genuinely believe that his son is no longer at that level. He pointed to the upcoming fight as a crucial test, one that will reveal whether Tyson can still perform at the elite standard expected of him. Trainer Shane McGuigan introduced a psychological angle to the discussion. He proposed that Tyson Fury may have...
You repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him on, whether it's an act, or curated or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of, Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So, with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys, I'm not hugely interested in John Fury.
Previously used the chaos surrounding his father as a form of motivation or distraction. However, for this particular comeback, McGuigan believes Tyson may adopt a different approach, choosing to eliminate unnecessary noise and focus entirely on the task at hand. This shift could prove critical in determining his performance. Prominent pundit Simon Jordan criticized John Fury's decision to air family grievances in public. Jordan argued that such matters should be handled privately, especially given the emotional complexity of a father-son relationship. You see, he warned that speaking openly in the media not only complicates the situation, but also places additional...
Well, whether he can take them or not, he shouldn't be taking them, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box, he ticks all the boxes, trust me. And he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because...
Additional pressure on Tyson as he prepares for his return. According to Jordan, the public nature of the conflict risks damaging both personal bonds and professional reputations. From within the Fury family, Peter Fury offered a more balanced perspective. He emphasized that Tyson Fury remains an exceptionally talented fighter when fully focused. Peter acknowledged that certain fights carry risks, but insisted that Tyson has the intelligence and experience to manage those challenges effectively. He described Tyson as a complete boxer, someone capable of controlling the pace, minimizing danger, and delivering performances that captivate fans. Promoter Frank Warren echoed this comment.
Tyson's looking in magnificent shape, best I've seen him in, to be quite honest, for a long time, and more importantly, mentally he's in a good place. And this is a big fight. He's in with a very, very experienced fighter who's a big man, big puncher. I think he's got a 90% knockout ratio. He's knocked out 17 of his opponents in the first round. So he can whack, and he's not phased about fighting over here. He fought recently over here and beat Dave Allen. And this is quite a tough
confidence, stating that Tyson is in outstanding physical and mental condition. Warren highlighted the difficulty of the upcoming matchup, noting that Tyson will face a dangerous opponent with significant knockout power. Despite the risks, Warren believes Tyson's preparation, strength, and mindset position him well to rise to the occasion. His comments reinforce the idea that, regardless of the surrounding drama, Tyson remains a formidable force in the heavyweight division. Another voice from the Fury camp, Shane Fury, spoke about Tyson's motivations at this stage of his career. He suggested that Tyson has already achieved everything most fighters dream of: wealth, fame.
The thing is there's nothing more left in life for these boxers. When these great boxers what's completed the game and they've got everything, what else can Tyson do? There's only so much yachts and sailing, and there's only so much flying on holidays, and there's only so much fucking whatever a normal person thinks is good you can do before
and championship success. As a result, his decision to return to the ring is driven not by necessity, but by a desire for challenge and personal fulfillment. This perspective paints Tyson as an athlete motivated by legacy and pride rather than external rewards. As the narrative unfolds, it becomes clear that Tyson Fury is facing one of the most defining moments of his career. The combination of family tension, public scrutiny, and